Hi, my name is Mary, and today I'm going to be making a shrimp stew courtesy of Wilson's Crawfish House, which provided beautiful shrimp for this. And I usually don't measure, so we're going to do this as best as I can because I'm a cook that just does it, but I'll try to measure a few things for you guys just in case you need to know. Okay, so first of all, I would usually just pour this in the pot, but I'm going to measure it out for you guys, approximately. This is 1 cup of cooking oil. I'm going to pour in the pot. 1 cup of oil. And I'm going to turn the heat up. And I am going to use approximately 2 cooking spoons of all-purpose flour for starters. Okay, that doesn't look like enough, so I'm going to put another half of a cooking spoon. Okay, this is what we do when we start to make a roux. And this is going to have to come to a nice caramel color before we add our seasonings. Maybe just a tad more. Okay. While this is starting to heat up, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be putting in it. We have chopped yellow onion. I have finely chopped celery. I also have a chopped up green bell pepper. Approximately 3 cloves of garlic. And later, when it's almost done, we're going to add green onions and fresh parsley. Let me get the roux to start cooking. First thing I want to tell you is that if you don't have the right pot, forget it. I'm using a 360 cookware, stainless steel, and I wouldn't even attempt this in any old pot. You have to have the right pot for whatever you're going to do. Okay, now it's starting to brown, okay? And just remember, when you're cooking something special for your family, you can always add, but you can't take out. And mostly I'm talking about salt, which I have a heavy hand with, but I'm learning. It's just about ready to get to where I want it, but I want to make sure. You guys, I just want to say, this might be a comedy, but I'm used to cooking in my kitchen barefooted. So there. If this is a little complicated for me, I want you to understand I have shoes on. And what I'm going to do here, in this measuring cup, I'm going to take out a little bit of roux just in case. You can always put it back in, but it looks like a lot. Okay. The good thing about making a stew, Cajun style, you can turn it into gumbo if all else fails. Yes. Okay, now that it's starting to brown, I'm going to put, I would say this is about 2 cups of chopped onions. But I'm going to start by putting half of it right now. See where we got at this point. Also a tip for making shrimp stew, is that you have to remember too that your shrimp will add a lot of water to whatever you've got going so far. So we'll allow for that. Next I'm going to put about a half a cup of chopped celery and about a half a cup of chopped green pepper. Give that a whirl. Hot. It's getting hot. Anyway. Alright, you guys, look like I'm going to have to add a tad more oil, which I'm not going to measure, but it'll probably be 2 tablespoons. Okay. Next I'm going to add garlic, which I opted to use last because garlic burns sometimes, so I'm going to use it all. This is about 4 cloves of garlic chopped that we did. Okay. Okay, I have one more tip for you guys, that when you're cooking in a pot as great as this is, don't bang on your pot like this with your spoon. Do the flat part of your spoon so that you don't mess up these great pots. That's just FYI. Okay, so my roux's about where I want it, so I'm going to add water. What I have here is about 6 cups. Okay. We're going to bring this to a boil. Okay, waiting for that to come to a boil, I'm going to start adding a little bit of seasoning. I didn't think I'd have this much trouble. It must be child-proof. Okay, I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shakes of Worcestershire. And because I didn't use broth, I'm going to, which is one of my favorite things to use in the kitchen, is this concentrate by, well, it's better than bouillon. 1. Chicken bouillon concentrate. Okay. Coming to a boil. Okay. I'm not quite happy with the color of it. I'm going to add a little bit of kitchen bouquet. It's a browning sauce. This is about a teaspoon for now. I'll check it out later if I need more. I'm going to add a little bit of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, which is about a teaspoon. Okay. Pot holder. I like to let this cook about an hour before I add the shrimp, because you have to let this cook a while to get that floury taste out. So we're going to be cooking this for about an hour. rice to cook while waiting for my shrimp stew to come to a boil. Two cups of Mahatma, long grain, top of the line. And because we're Cajuns, I'm going to add another cup. So we have 3 cups of rice. And I'm going to go to the kitchen sink and wash this, get all the starch out. Okay. You should wash and rinse your rice at least 3 times till the water's clear, not so milky. I am using kosher salt, but you can use whatever you like. Okay, that's about a teaspoon of salt. I don't always do this, but I'm gonna add five drops of oil just to keep my rice from sticking and boiling over. So I'm going to put it in a rice cooker. Good to go. Lid. There you go. Okay, the rice should take about 20 minutes to cook. So now, let me check my gravy here. I think I'm going to have to add another cup of water to this, so okay, added a cup of water. We've been doing this for about 30-40 minutes now. I'm back, and just because I want to, I'm going to add part of this red pepper to my gravy for color. Not necessary, but because I want to. And again, I want to thank CaCest Cajun for allowing me to show off a little bit of my hidden talent on camera. Here we go, just a little bit of color, red pepper. And the secret, I'm gonna add approximately a teaspoon of our famous Zatarain's shrimp and crab boil, which I can tell you Cajuns cannot live without. Okay, now let's check and see where we are. Looking good. So, what next, people? Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and add, next thing I'm going to consider doing is adding my shrimp, which have already been peeled and deveined. The shrimp were provided by Wilson's Crawfish. You can get all your seafood needs at Wilson's Crawfish. To be sure to get the freshest. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Only in Louisiana. Here we go. All right, now I'm going to add my green onions, chopped green onions. That was about a half a cup, and I'm going to add fresh flat leaf parsley. already chopped. Okay, that was about 3 or 4 tablespoons. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is cover this and let it cook on low for about 30 minutes. And then we'll come back and add, what I like to do is drop eggs into this. And I'll show you how that's done when we come back. So, cover this and let it cook. Okay, the stage we're at now is I'm quartering the potatoes that have already been peeled for our famous Cajun potato salad. Again, I'll let you know what I put in mine, but you can usually put whatever you like. And usually our shrimp stew is served with potato salad and garlicky, buttered, little tiny green peas. We have our rice going, we have our stew going. I put 6 eggs to boil, which once they're hard boiled, we're going to chop and add to our potato salad. That's about a half a cup of chopped green olives stuffed with pimentos. I'm going to put the celery. This is what we didn't use from the shrimp stew. Maybe 3 heaping tablespoons of chopped onion. All the green pepper because I like it. I am going to chop this just directly into the bowl. A half a teaspoon of black pepper. About a half a teaspoon of salt. Dill relish. Just a little bit of chopped jalapenos. I'm going to put a couple of shakes of Tony Chachere's. Okay. I'm going to add the rest of these green onions. This is spicy brown mustard. Most people like yellow mustard, but use what you have. Duke's mayonnaise. 3 for now. I'm going to take 1 egg at a time. I'm going to drop about 6, 1 at a time, gently. And you don't stir this until you know your eggs have set, or else you'll have scrambled eggs in your pot. So here we go, that's 1. Spaced out. 2, 3, 4. You have to remember where you dropped them. Don't want to crowd them. 5. 6, 7 eggs. Do not stir until the eggs have set. There we go, which should take about 5 minutes max. I'm not going to stir, but I'm going to add a little bit more of the green onions, a pinch or 2. My dad was totally Cajun and he ate rice 3 times a day. And it better be ready by 11 o'clock for lunch. He loved his rice. Okay, white rice, shrimp stew, okay, and a dollop of potato salad. And there we go. Best I could do with my shoes off. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in on CaCest Cajun on the Cajun station, which you can pull up on YouTube. Great cooking shows coming up.